What is up, YouTube? Today is an odd video. It's going to be absolutely unedited. I'm just uploading it just the way it is, and I'm pissed off today. I'm going to use the word pissed off. Most people don't hear me say it on Facebook or on YouTube. I try and keep them family friendly, but I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning with no sleep, and I received probably about 60 text messages, all from a $250 order and a messed up text. I used my Apple Watch. It didn't send out the text. I thought it did, but my mistake. I'll explain it later. Let's get into it. First up, right here, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Right here, I've got to update this guy. We are now at 119. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. You're going to see a scale here. You're going to see some gems here, some gold here, and obviously this bag right here. I'm gonna make sure this is all on camera, so excuse the camera movement. I do apologize. This is kind of a janky setup here. Beautiful. We're all on there. I've got a gold pan right here. So coming in, I had a customer, and I don't normally do this. I do not deliver anything because, I mean, for the cost of what you get in the review, you're gonna get for 20 bucks worth of gas. But I was heading that way. New customer, and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to deliver a Liberty bag. This is, we got our sticker on there. I'm going to use our marker again to mark the caribou bag. So this is actually going to be my video. I could show PayPal as well because I'm already having massive problems. Back to the story. So I made a couple, I got 2 of these gold pans, I got a scale tray, I got a couple vials, let me see what else I got, a snuffer bottle, and then I went to Walmart shopping, and I got a Rubbermaid tote so they could pan at the place that they're at, and I'm not going to mention their names, just what they ordered and the situation. But with that being said, I went to Walmart, dropped it off, and they were super happy. They paid me 125 bucks. Today, they're claiming that they paid $155 because they tipped me. They didn't pay it. I actually have it on video. They're just trying to extort me. Moving ahead further, this is part of the complication with PayPal. How do you get what you are supposed to get when you buy something? And as a seller, I'm not trying to rip anyone off. The reason you see one bag here, I've already panned out their other bag, and I know what they got. They got 3.78 grams. They got one of the lower bags. This goes 3.5 to 5.5 in this bag max. They're going to get a whole lot more than that, and a whole lot of gems that do not come in that bag, and I'm going to make it live here. But back to the story again. Excuse me why I jump around. I do apologize. This is the first time I've really done one of these live like this, or sort of live, unedited I should say, so I'm going to make mistakes. So I've got everything set up here. So after that, they were extremely happy. I had already had a message an hour later. This is the best gold they had, and the best bag they've ever received. And I get that a lot. But lately this year, I've had almost 50 complaints. I don't know if it's the copycat website or what the deal is, but after this was purchased on Monday morning at 9:42 a.m., before 10 o'clock, I already had a text message. Hey, when's this going to ship? How long is it going to take to ship? Like, just message after message after message to the point where, like, I'm still driving to work. I can't look at them fully. I respond. I look back at their text message, and then I get a text on Tuesday or Wednesday. Excuse the mosquito there. We got like a swamp out front because of all the rain. Get a text message on like Tuesday. When's this going to ship? I immediately log on to PayPal while I'm talking to the person and see the order is super, super late. It's not late. It's their old invoice. I sent it to them and they never paid because they paid cash and I forgot to delete it. My mistake. So I said, I'm going to get this out right away. I'm going to send it out like Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Well, I can't do that. I cannot do that. Here's the reason why. Say your kid gets your credit card, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, or you have a stolen credit card, or you don't have enough money in your bank account. Something happens. I make this bag, you order it, you pay me, I see the money's there. I send it out to you. 3 days later, I find out there's a chargeback on there because of a stolen credit card or something of that nature. There's not enough funds in the account. It was an e-check and it didn't go through. dirt's gone and the money goes back. I'm out that bag 9 out of 10 times, if not every time. It does not come back. To avoid that, you have to wait so many days from PayPal, and they'll cover it if it happens to where you won't totally lose that product. And that's part of the problem with delayed shipping. You know, working from home or wherever you're working as a small business, a $250, $500, $800,000 hit, you can't cover those. You're working the rest of, like 4 months for free. Off of this bag, this is $249.99. I'm roughly going to make 10% off of it. I'm going to make just call it 30 bucks after this is done. 30 bucks for, in total, I probably have about, and this is odd, usually it's only about an hour per package, shipping, all that stuff. But I have 9 hours of dealing with this, and it was ordered last Monday. Like in 2 more days, it'll be 7 days. It's only 5 days right now. 5 days and a few hours to be exact. But I'm going to go ahead and change this up and change the camera angle to go on forward with this. I don't know what the deal is with all of this stuff that's going on like this normally. Excuse the squeaks and everything. I'm going to move the camera. No idea why this stuff is happening like this, but it's getting more and more frequent. And I make 10 bags and I stick to those 10 bags. When they're sold, I'll make 10 more. They could sit there for a month, 2 months, 3 months, who knows? I can't use the bag that I was going to give them in the video because, one, they're going to think that I ripped them off because they're going to get the least amount. And by panning it, I already knew that's what happened. That's what bag they had. I just take a bag off the shelf of the 10, and that's what goes out. To be fair, because there are bags that have this much gold and bags that have more gold in them. 3.3 to 3.5. And I'm not going to say what's in between. That is up to me. I will tell you there are several different weights in between, ranging within that range. So I'm going to take and kick the tripod. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick tripod. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going to turn on the scale and zoom in so hopefully y'all can see what this is. And I'll have to change this. This is on ounces. We're going to change the unit to not grams, but pounds. We can see that 0.4 is, and the scale turns off on me. I'm just trying to tear off the 0.4. There we go. So I'm going to zoom in, tip it down further, and I've got to weigh this out. Let's make sure it's working. Throw a weight in there. We've got weight change. Pan's cleared out. I'm dumping in dirt right now. I need to come up with 2 pounds. Hopefully I can do this without breaking everything. This was dirt I had in the pot. This is actual pay dirt. And oh my lord, we are at 2.36 pounds. That's over 2 pounds. Make it more fun. This is almost pure black sand. So we can't say it's not fun. And I'm being a little bit rude at this point because I'm upset, but it's going to be actually a lot funner for the person. I do apologize if anybody takes offense to it, but I have lost a lot of sleep over this, and I'm going to try and figure out how to get this into here while on camera. So I may have to get something to funnel that in there, which I'm going to do right now. What is that going to be? Let's use this. We're out in my shop right now. Let's use this, and I'm going to move the camera up because I want all of this 100% on the camera to show that there's no funny business here. Because everybody gets the same, essentially. There's no dishonor in anything. Everybody gets the same. And to make sure everybody knows that, I have changed the scenario here. And given them way more gold than they were going to get. Dirt's in. So we've got the dirt. We need this scale right here now. Hopefully this is going to show up here. I need to go back further making sure it's on camera. And I know this is going to be a little bit of a janky setup, but hopefully, focus, focus, focus. Excuse my dirty nails. I was working on my truck. 20 grams. So what do we got here? We've got 20.9. And it's usually about a tenth off, and I do know that. I do check it every single time, every single gold weigh-in. With that being said, we know that that's a tenth off. We're gonna make sure that's tared. We're all the way back to zeros. This is the equivalent of 2 gem bags. I'm gonna say there's about that much in there. 51 grams. Make sure this is on camera. 51 grams in so far. Another 35. So we'll just, it's close enough to 80. It's almost 80. Oop. I will pick those up in a minute. What did we lose here? We lost a garnet and that guy. Well, 1 garnet down. I do apologize. That's in there. Oop, I gotta back this guy up. Now right here. Gold. All important gold. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. Come on, where are we at? There we go. There's some chunky gold in there. And if I can make sure I get this on camera right there. You may be wondering what the container is for. The container is to make sure I can shake it up. Like I said, I knew it was off. 512 from 518 made half a tenth, 0.05. Extra gold in there. I'm going to pull this one out so you guys can see. I'll put it back. It went from about 5 grams down to about 3, we'll call it 3.6. Nice chunky gold in there. That guy going in. Scales going away. Lid. Where, oh, where did I put that lid? Lid's going here. And I know, Tony, you wanted to see this video. Okay. That is nice and shaken up. Now here's where the fun begins. I got to get it into the bag. I know I got the tripod. I almost need a third hand, but let me make sure I know where we're at. Make sure it's on camera. I should. I'm going to stop for a second and zoom out so we can get it on there. There we go. Now I know it'll be on camera. Do apologize. I normally don't do this at all. It's not done this way. I'm doing this just to be certain we have no funny business and you guys could see. And if you could see my hair right now, I'm not going bald, guys. I just run fast. Okay. I don't think there's going to be any gold in it, but just to be sure. That is in there. We know that is 2 weight. I gotta get the air out of it. And it's all sealed up for now. I've got to plug in the magic, well, my other device. Don't tell anybody I took this for my wife at all. That is... later on we're going to be doing a hair and makeup tutorial with this. And I'll have to grow some hair first, but then we'll do that. Just kidding. No, we're going to use that to seal this bag up. And then we're going to put it into the label, seal it up, tape it up, and mark it to protect yourself. The reason I'm using this sealed bag, all of us sellers are not out to rip anyone off. We make a profit from this. This is a business. It does take us time. I don't know how much time is elapsed here. You can take a little bit of time off if you're watching the time codes on here for me having an awkward situation where I'm trying to put this in there with a tripod and not normal situations or normal situation. So I'm waiting for that to warm up and seal it up. But the reason we use the sealed bag, make 10 bags. And I'm not trying to be rude or ignorant or anything when it comes to this, but I don't care what's in this bag, that bag, all the 10. And it doesn't matter where they go. What is most important is they all go out, and you hold to that value that you're going to make 10, like you said, and you're going to pick one randomly 10. If someone orders this, you're going to put it in the bag. You're not just weighing them out and putting them in there, because that's not what you're advertising. You're going to do exactly what you say you're going to do. And you know what? You'll sleep well at night, and you'll thank yourself for it. It makes things so much easier. Back to my other story. Monday morning, I get the text message. When's it coming? When's this going to happen? I'm not even to work on my hour drive from an order at like 9 something in the morning. I'm trying to get my day going, and I do message them back 2-3 times. Then they come in from emails. I'm going to say I've probably gotten about 6 emails and over 70 texts on this bag right here. When's it going to ship? Ordered at 9 o'clock on Monday. 9:30. We'll call it 9:30. It is now Saturday. I've been woken up since 2 o'clock in the morning with emails and texts. I've been threatened by the police. I've been threatened with PayPal. I should give this out. I should give that out. Like, all of this is happening. I'm not going to do it. They're going to get a better bag, those gems that we added in there. And that's what they're going to get. And I should go inside and get them a pen so they could write themselves a letter, stand in the corner and read it for what they've made me do. But I'm not going to do that. I want to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to see if this guy's hot enough, and it's not. Back to the seller aspect. You seal the bag up. If they open this bag, pan it out, take the gold out, put the dirt back in the bag, and send it back to you at your cost, because you have to pay for the label that they sent it back on. You just essentially went to Walmart, bought a box with a TV in it with no TV, and now there's nothing you could do because the TV's missing. Who are you going to believe? So I'm out $250 plus shipping, and I didn't do anything wrong. And that's become the nature of what's going on, essentially blackmail. I'll put up a YouTube video with bad reviews, and you go look at their channel, and you see they got like 10,000 subscribers, 3,000, doesn't matter what it is. And I'm not into ripping people off and doing any, you want to avoid that situation. Here's the next thing. Try not to respond in text message or email if you're not well versed in written communication. We've all experienced this. You send a text message out to your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, doesn't matter who you send it out to. It could be your uncle, could be some guy you haven't seen in 20 years. And they're like, hey, what's going on with this? And you type back and they're like, why are you mad? And you're like, I'm not mad, I'm actually happy. Because there's a barrier in that communication from where you try and say something and be polite about it, but there's no personality between it. And if there is personality, i.e. the punctuation, where you show you're excited, do you have to over-accentuate everything? Well, it seems that way. But should you have to? You do as best as you could do. I like to personally call the person. You can feel them out, find out if they're angry, happy, sad, whatever it is. And you're trying to do this as best you can. This is going to be a long video. I apologize. So I'm going to talk while I'm sealing this guy up. This thing is smoking hot. If you're looking for a way to seal these bags up, I'm not saying you have permission, but you could essentially take one of these from your wife or your daughter, which I have 2 daughters and my wife and several of those. And that thing is completely sealed up. You got to cut it open. You got to tear it. That's to protect me. I put that in there. We all watch me put that in there. Now, I know I'm putting all that extra gold and gems in there. We're going to see what happens, and I'll update it. In the comments, if you're still watching this video, what do you think about this situation? Is it a rant? Is it, I'm just trying to protect myself and show you guys what the problem is. On PayPal, I have 7 days to ship this out. It's only been 5, this is going out either today or Monday as promised. And where they have me here, my mess up was on Wednesday. I looked at their old invoice. When I responded, saying, "Oh my God, this is so late." It was an unpaid invoice that I should have canceled. I didn't even notice, didn't even think about it because I was out shopping that day when I delivered this, and I don't normally deliver. Delivered it, they paid cash. That's fine. I forgot to. So when I look back at the transaction, I'm like, oh my God, this is late. I better hook these people up. They're holding me to everything that was said on Wednesday on the text message and trying to extort me to get more or some sort of refund or whatever. I've been threatened with police. I threatened back with police. I've called PayPal. They told me they talked to PayPal, the highest level they could get to. I can get to high level PayPal. I know exactly how to do it. It took me years to figure it out and help from a friend. It is very hard. And they told me, they can't tell you anything about their account, but they can tell you nobody called in, nobody's looked at the account, nobody's done anything. She's a liar. I already know that. I do my due diligence. I check up on everything because I try and do as best I can do to make everybody happy. But yet again, I can't lose money. This is a business. So, we got this all sealed up here. The bag's in there. This lovely green envelope here. We're going to take this bag. And if you're not using these bags here, folks, and you're shipping out paid, these things are cheap. I mean, not in quality, but they're very cost efficient to make sure that when the post office drags this behind a truck for 50 miles, kicks it, punts it into your mailbox, whatever they do, all the contents stay in there. I can't be responsible if they kick this thing through your front window, knock over all your fine china, and then you're like, my pay dirt bag broke. I don't know what to do with that. That's why there is some insurance on it. We do cover that, but we do know that's what they're going to do. We've all gotten those crushed boxes and everything. And we're going to take it up another step. This is a big bag. This is a big bag. And we're going to double wrap it. I don't want this to break. I don't want to have any more problems than I already have. And I do apologize for the length of the video. Again. Okay. Something burning? No. Smells like something burning. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. Try and level it out as best you can. We're now in a padded envelope. We're sealing this guy up. And I'm not going to show their shipping address or none of that stuff. That's nobody's business but theirs. And where it's going, I won't even remember it. PayPal label. I'm going to put that upside down. I'm now putting it inside of here. And I'm going to take you a little bit here. You want to take this guy and fold it right there. Peel that guy off. And stick that to there. Now, that's not totally stuck right there. This is no bueno. There we go. But we got a solution for that too. Bit crazy. I'm going a little bit overboard here with, I mean, I usually put on this little bit of tape right here, but I'm going to do it crazy style to make sure this doesn't break, because there's quite a bit of money here that the person, you know, they paid good money for this. They should receive the item that they paid for. I mean, no matter what the circumstances, I'm showing you guys here. And I apologize for how loud the tape is. Jeez. Regardless of the situation, these people are still going to receive the same, if not better. And this is clearly better than what they were going to receive. I wish I would have recorded me panning out the first one, but that's neither here nor there. On the front, or on this side right here, this is going to get, and I'm not going to show it, I will show it's on there. I gotta cover up their name. But I just peeled this off the paper up there. And this is also going over the tape. So, back to here. Where's my marker? Here's a simple little trick. Permanent marker. Line through the tape. Line through the tape. They'll never be able to line those 2 marks up across 3 layers of tape ever again to try and seal it back in and say it was damaged, missing product. Cover yourself. You have to do this, and this is what I've learned over 5 years. You have to do this every single time. To do little things like that, and not with your regular customers, people that you've known for 5 years, they're never going to attempt or do this. It's the new guys that are using the scam of, I'm a reviewer, you should give me this. Here's the problem with reviewers in that aspect. Yeah, I can give you the 3-gram bag for $100, but now I have to do that every single time, or I'm going to raise the expectations of every single person and do something I can't do. I'll essentially be paying people to take the product. I can't do that. No one can. So when people say, I've got 9 grams for $150, maybe you got super lucky out of how many bags, like 50? Yeah, there's no way. That's a complete and utter lie. So without that, with everything said here, folks, I guess the little rant or explanation is going to be over in just a minute here. I just want to say, folks, do your best. Inside, like I'm recording this one right now, inside I have security cameras, and 2 of them were supposed to go outside of my house, but I only put 4 out. The other 2 are on my gold way up and packaging. I have it videotaped from there all the way out to my mailbox where I hand them off to the postman to where I could upload that to PayPal. They can watch it. I have it stored. I have it videoed in HD. I could zoom in, zoom out, anything like that. And I've learned that you have to protect yourself because someone's going to say, that is not right. Who knows? They may say this is not right. They may be completely happy with this, but I lost the customer probably because of shipping. Because of other people ripping me off over $10,000 in the last 5 years due to chargebacks, stolen credit cards, checks that have went bad, a debit card that didn't process correctly, but it showed in PayPal, printed the label, but we're not covering it. Wait a few days. We're not Amazon Prime. We didn't charge $100 to ship out within 2 days, and I mean no disrespect. That's an awesome service. I have it myself. I can't do that. I don't make $1 million off of this. I work a regular job. Got to do family functions. I do the best I can with what I have, and I usually ship out, if you order last week, the next week. But with that being said, when a person puts in a claim, like if these guys put in a claim, it'll put a ding on your PayPal. If you get enough dings, they lock your money up, preventing you from shipping. So do you go down and ship 140 packages out of your personal check that usually, pays your bills? Like all of us have bills. We go buy food. Do I go pay out that $200-300, whatever it's going to be? I mean, I've had 40 packages that cost me $600 to ship, and I've had 10 packages that have cost me, $40-50. It's all different. It depends on how much it is and where it's going and everything. With that being said, protect yourself. Do as best you can. Read on their website when they ship, when they deliver. And for whatever you do, don't be the person that's trying to, I'm going to come to your house and shoot you. Literally I've had that happen like not that long ago. I just recently lost $400 the week before this and locked up my PayPal because someone's kid took their debit card, ordered pay dirt, and then arrived there. And the parent said, we didn't pay for this. I lost the money. They received the bag. I didn't get it back. I'm out that money. Now you go tell my kids that they don't get school clothes for an extra week because of that. And that's not the case. I got it covered. But just an example, because we're all human and we all work for money. We work pretty hard for our money. This is how you keep your money. I am protected by PayPal with that. That is sealed up by purchasing that item and following the terms and conditions of my website, which there's nothing fishy there. I'm just literally saying that if you buy this and you return it back to me and it's sealed up, I'm going to take it back. You open that thing up, you could have taken the gold out, and 10 out of 10 times when that happens and there's a problem, they've taken the gold out, send it back to you. But here's another thing. I open them up on camera, videotape it, and then provide that back to PayPal, and I win every single time. Now that is actually called theft by deception, and it holds a charge. And you can go for damages at 10 times what the damages are within my state. I don't know what the rules are in your state. I'm not giving out legal advice. I just know what I can and can't do. And I've won every single one of those. Have I taken them to court? No, it's too costly, too time consuming, and petty. You have to just figure out that they did what they did, and you're gonna have to live with it, or they're gonna have to live with it. I'm not gonna waste any more time, and I'm gonna move this guy up so you don't have to look at the same scene. But they're gonna have to live with it. They made their bed. They're gonna lay in it. They'll pay for it one day. Karma. Maybe one day they're supposed to get a really nice job or something like that, and something stupid happens like a flat tire, they run out of gas, and they lose that job because the karma comes around. I do believe in it. These people will end up paying for what they did, but I'm not going to be the reason that they're going to pay for it. They have everything inside of this bag, and I don't know what time it is. I wish I could see on my phone. I might be able to get to the post office. If not, it's going in the lockbox since it does contain gold, and it'll go out Monday to the post office and be handed right over the counter, and the tracking's already been updated. Why would I give them that? Because you know what? We're going to find out if they're honest people or not. We're going to see if they're happy with it. In the comments, if you're still watching at this point, let me know what you think of the situation. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of tip on how to protect yourself, seal your bags, make videos, do your extra work to protect yourself, because it's your money. You can't just give it away. It's a business. Yeah, we have giveaways, but if I lose this $250 plus the shipping, if I lose that, I'm okay with it. Do I want anybody else to lose it? Probably not. I gotta get a drink of, gotta have coffee in a Green Bay cup. It's what I had. It's my team, but I don't want anybody to have problems with that like I do. Most recently, I think a lot of it has to do with that copycat website where they're ordering there and from me. When they have a problem with the copycat website not shipping, then they go turn it in. They're like, well, I ordered from Klondike Klinkers, but the other website's called Klondike Klinker, and then it says Klinker on the second page once you land. I've got works in with getting rid of that and talking with Google, but I think I dragged this on for long enough. So you guys all have a wonderful day. Protect yourself. Do as best you can. Hopefully you guys that are watching this learn from something. Just don't be the person that does this to somebody. You don't know if it's going to put, the money from that, 25, 30 bucks, spending that many hours on it. Is that going to put, food on the table? Is it going to put gas in their car? Is it, you don't know. I don't know if the person's selling candles, t-shirts. I don't know what they're doing. Don't be that person. And I know you guys are not. But there are a very, very small percentage of people that do try and do this. And just do your best. And then when you never, ever, ever refund, fight it out on PayPal. Last and final piece. Fight it out on PayPal. Document everything. Record everything if you have to. And make sure that you provide that information to PayPal, and you're going to win or be more successful in winning it, because we didn't do anything wrong. All we did was provide exactly what was purchased or better to the customer. And there's no reason that they shouldn't be happy with this or accept it. It's super fun. It's awesome, full of gems, great gold, and they should be excited. But yet again, why did they text me and tell me they're going to the police and I'm a liar and a cheat and a thief and everything, when it's only been 5 days and I can't possibly ship out within those 5 days, knowing that I could get a charge back? The time delay is to make sure that the card processes it, and if there's a problem, because we don't catch it right away, someone stole their card, bought some gas, bought something from Amazon, we don't know. All of a sudden we're like, whoa, where's rent money? Something, anything like that, and you're like, here's and then you track down the problem, go to the bank, and then you turn it in. It could be, a couple days. We're usually pretty good. All of us usually figure out exactly what that is, where the problem is, locate it, and take care of it. But then all of a sudden, for us sellers that supplied this and it's out in the mail, there's nothing you could do. Don't ship out too early. And buyers, be patient, communicate. Try not to text and email. Yeah, I know you want the information when they text it and be like, oh, I got you right here. That's great. But talk to the person, feel them out. You don't know if they're saying, like, well, I shipped it out Wednesday, or if they're saying, yeah, I shipped it out Wednesday. Hope you guys enjoy. You can't tell that from a text message. So then 9 times out of 10, everybody gets angry in these situations, and you end up dealing with threats and all this other stuff. Like later today, I may have to go to the police department. I've been threatened over 4 times. Is it going to escalate? I have no idea. Husband's coming home pretty soon, and then we're going to find out if he's mad at her for doing what she did, or if he's mad too, or if the whole story is going to skew and I did crazy stuff to this person. It's insane. All from a $250 purchase 5 days later. You guys all have a great one. Thanks for watching the video. If you did, sorry on the length of it. You guys have an awesome week. And do your best. Protect yourself. And you guys once again, have a great time finding gold wherever it is that you find it. Good luck.